Goodness gracious, right, now I've got to rescue the melons, or not, as the case may be. Today, this job currently right now is about melons, and I'm going to show you something now, but trust me, it's not going to be particularly amazing, alright? But let's go and have a look. Right, so the melon plants are somewhere in here, okay? I've took the board off there that I've got the mini greenhouse down there, what do you call it, screwed to the frame so it doesn't blow away, as indeed did happen earlier in the year. Remember that? Right, and the same here, look. Look at them squash plants, man, they're amazing. Now, down there like that, look, got a board there, look, across the frame again to stop it coming off. So let's have a look. Right, okay, so we're just going to lift this up. Oh my goodness. There are melon plants in there somewhere, and chilies. Just realised I also screwed it down on the other side. Yeah, I screwed it down there, didn't I? So I've got to get in there to undo it. Yeah, I mean, goodness gracious, this is terrible form on my part. It really is. So you can see that we've got tomato plants growing, which must have been in the growing medium. We got, oh yeah, so this is a melon plant. This is a horned melon, okay. It might even be a cucumber. I've got some of those in there as well. But what I'm going to do is just spend the next, you know, however long it takes to just weed this, and then I'll show you what it looks like if there is indeed any melon plants left. Yeah, this truly is gardening negligence at its absolute finest, and weeding this is going to be a task. Okay, so far this is turning out to be a complete failure of epic proportions, and I'm just getting in here, look. So I've done a bit of weeding here, you know, very unimpressive specimens here. You know, this is totally should have been foreseen. And I blame nobody but myself for this error of judgment regarding the melon project, but never mind. Okay, so with everything off, this is what it looks like so far. But the squashes are doing good. More on those later. So basically, here it is, okay, what is more or less now failed melon project this year, but honestly speaking, I'm not really massively concerned about it. I mean, obviously it would have been nice to have got a melon crop, as I have done in previous years, but you know, melons in the UK are not what one would, you know, they're not the typical thing to grow here, and they're not. You get the idea. It's brilliant when you get them, but if you don't, hey ho, there's other things, isn't there, to focus on. So what I'm thinking about doing is bailing this complete project now. I mean, you can see the horn melon there, look, they've actually done quite well, but basically, you know, this was a sort of bit of a blasé attempt by myself, not properly thought out, and I did kind of think this was going to happen in a way, but what I have got, looking at the positives, is just an area of growth now that I can put in here if I want. You know, I can grow winter vegetables in here if I want. I can maybe set some kale, some brassicas, you know, things like that, some Swiss chard, some beetroot, sugar beet, dearie me, beetroot, etc. I could grow sugar beet, but I'm not going to. But you know, all sorts I could grow in here now. So what I'm going to do is bail this entire project now. I've decided, yeah, I'm going to clear it all out, and I'm going to I've got loads of stuff that I could set in here, and I'm going to probably do that this afternoon. So you see here, look, now the squashes. So one reason I put these squashes here is because I've got this thing about squashes this year, and I also knew that the success of squashes is far more likely than it is melons. But don't fear, next year I will achieve the melon project. I'll think more about it next year, and you know, I will indeed be going back to it again. So we've got what have we got here? Look. Oh, little patty pans. Yep, lovely. So, you know, these things aren't bad. And I've got the melons here and flowers, and the bees love them, and they're growing up there. Look, the squashes in amongst all the stinging nettles. Isn't that cool? Bumblebee there, look, that love these flowers. They truly do. And what I'm going to do here, look, this sort of shelf I've got here, I'm going to have container grown heritage carrots here. And oh man, you know, with one failure in gardening comes opportunity, peeps. So don't fear. Okay, so going back into the polytunnel of possibility and brilliance, you can see what I've grown here. So I've got beetroot here, look, already in cells. I've got Swiss chard here, all this sort of stuff. You know, I've got loads more stuff, man, that I can put in. So basically, you probably know this already. The thing that I want to get over is failure in gardening is going to happen. It does happen, and I'm really not afraid to show my failures. If anything, I in many ways I like to fail on things because you learn from it. What is it that Master Yoda says in Star Wars? Failure is the best teacher. You know, I mean, I should have known better regarding that, because there was, but whatever, who cares now. So I'm going to clear that bed out. I'm going to set these lovely vegetables, beetroot, Swiss chard, and it's going to be majorly productive there. So there, let's not worry. All right then, peeps, I'll give you one final look at it. Oh, here you go. Look, some other melons that I grew in these grow bags. Okay, yeah, these, once again, these aren't going to come to anything. All right, down there, look, got one flower on, but that's not going to be anything. In a way, I'll be better to bale these now as well and start you know, thinking of other things. Okay, so take one look at the epic fail of the melon project this year, and if you're still watching me next year, be prepared for melon success. Okay then, gonna weed the rest of this and reset it all with lovely, reliable crops. Take care, speak soon, and enjoy your Sunday.